Hey guys, what's up? My name is Sean Menin. Today, tara pag-usapan natin ito. Pagpapalaya sa Chief Legal ng OVP. Nakakatawa. Imagine niyo guys, no? Binasahan pa siya. Ang galing din ng Chief Legal eh. Kabisado niya yung part ng rules of court. Tama na talaga na tinawag ni PRRD itong mga tong idiots. Kasi idiots talaga. Sobrang idiots talaga. Pakinggan muna natin. So guys, basically ito si Attorney Tolentino. Siya ang chief legal ng OVP. So pinadala siya diyan to represent the agency or the institution, the Office of the Vice President. And sa pagkakaalam ko, yung invitation ng OVP, yung ini-invite sa OVP, either si Vice President Sara Duterte ang pupunta or any of their representative. Okay? Kung maalala niyo yun nabanggit yun ni VP Sara during her visits dito. Now, she opted na siya na yung pumunta nun. Ngayon, nagpadala siya ng isang representative which is ang chief legal ng OVP. 'Di ba? Ngayon, hinahanapan siya ng mga kung ano-ano. Mga dokumento na binabanggit na siya ba ay authorized or whatsoever. Actually, hindi na siya pinagsalita. Okay? Hindi na siya pinagsalita dyan. So, ang gagawin natin, papanoorin natin and then magre-react tayo real time.
Attorney Emily
Torrentira, Your Honor.
Is this your role in this? You are not invited, but you are present in today's hearing, and you never take your role.
Your Honor, I am the Chief of Legal Affairs of the Office of the Vice President.
So,
I am here to represent the institute.
Tingnan niyo yung kabastusan ni Paduano, no? Yung taga-bundok. So, tama ba yun?
Your Honor.
you cannot speak unless you take your oath, or else.
Ito ang hilig nito Manduro. Diba? Ano talaga no? Si ba nagsabi nun? Si Banet Bayata o si ano? Sino nag-comment nun? May nag-comment about sa kanya na pangkalsada daw ugali ni Paduano.
I will move to excuse you.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chair, if I may respectfully request...
You're not, you're out of order.
Ganyan sila kabastos. Diba? Ganyan sila kabastos. Ito. At ito. Asan na yung isa? Asan na si Paduano?
You're not record.
Chair.
Motion detected at the kitchen.
Yan.
Mr. Chair,
Ang source natin ngayon ng clip natin si Pinas News.
Congressman Nakop.
I read the excuse letter of Madam Fajarda, and her reason was he was not able to receive the subpoena. So, ito po yung letter niya eh. I am writing to respectfully inform you that I was not able to receive the subpoena, which was attempted to be served last 8 November 2024. But if we look at the travel order of Attorney Fajarda, it was from 05 to 09 November 2024. So pwedeng wala pa siya kasi nasa travel pa siya. So how do we go about this, Mr. Chair?
Take note of that. Take note of the timeline. Importante yan.
Comsec.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. In relation to that, as a report, I would refer to my previous report earlier that despite personal service and their refusal to physically receive the subpoena, the Secretariat made the substituted service through the electronic mails of Attorney Zulaika Lopez and Attorney Sunshine Fajarda. And on the same date, on November 8, 2024, or on it was a Friday, or Your Honor, After sending the electronic mail containing the subpoena ad testificandum, Your Honor, the Secretariat deemed it prudent to ensure that there would be a delivery receipt once it is actually successfully delivered by the house server. So at 1:42 p.m. on November 8, 2024, we received confirmation from the postmaster at ovp.gov.ph, the server of the Office of the Vice President, confirming that our email containing the subpoena ad testificandum has been delivered to the electronic mail of Attorney Sunshine Fajarda at sunshine.fajarda@ovp.gov.ph, Your Honor.
Alam mo, ito yung problema natin when it comes to
Emily Torrentira, Your Honor.
Is this your role in this?
Fajarda, and that I was not able.
I would refer to my previous report earlier that was through the electronic mails of Attorney Sulaika Lopez and Attorney Sunshine Fajarda. And on the same date, on November 8, 2024, or on it was a Friday, or Your Honor, after sending the electronic mail containing the subpoena ad testificandum, Your Honor, the Secretariat deemed it prudent to ensure that there would be a delivery receipt once it is actually successfully delivered by the house server. So at 1:42 p.m. on November 8, 2024, we received confirmation from the postmaster at ovp.gov.ph, the server of the Office of the Vice President, confirming that our email containing the subpoena ad testificandum has been delivered to the electronic mail of Attorney Sunshine Fajarda at sunshine.fajarda@ovp.gov.ph.
Ito guys, ang problema natin, ulitin natin, medyo naputol tayo kanina na biglang namatay yung PC, nagalaw yung saksakan, dami explanation. Ito guys, ang problema natin when it comes to electronic email. Okay? I know there's a setting here sa mga emails that the email has been delivered and the email has been read. Okay? Or at least open. So far, dito sa sabi ni ma'am, ni Attorney Lagrosas, ang sinasabi niya lang dito guys, na-deliver. Okay? So sa pagka-deliver, pwedeng napunta yan sa spam mail. Pag napunta yan sa spam mail, sa tingin nyo, mababasa ng recipient yung email? Definitely not. Diba? Not unless kung religious siya mag-check ng kanyang mga spam email. Yung email address ba nila naka-register? Alam niyo guys, when it comes to government email addresses, pagdating sa mga service nila, may higpit sila. Okay? So we don't know kung yung ginamit bang email, okay, isa bang Gmail, isa bang government email, 'di ba? Na pwede mo sabihin secured na nakapasok sa server. Mahigpit ang mga 'yan eh. Sa mga private school nga lang eh. Pag nag-send ka ng email diyan, like say for example, excuse me. Pag nag-email sa akin through my university email, pag hindi ka within tawag dito, within the of the organization, nafi-filter 'yan. Hindi ko naman sinasabing hindi mo nare-receive. Okay? Meron diyan setup na okay, say for example, there was a time na merong isang email service na pag nag-send ka ng email diyan sa email address na 'yan, ino-notify muna yung user ng email address if you're going to receive it or you're going to decline it. Okay? So, fini-filter out, may security features na maganda yung email server na yon. Even before pumasok yung email address, kung hindi mo recognize, just to avoid spam email. Kaya lang may service na ganun. Just to avoid spam emails. Kaya ako, I set up an email na alam kong pang spam email lang. Diba? So, not because you send it via email without the acknowledgement, i-assume mo kaagad na itong email na to, nabasa. Magkaiba kasi yung sinend, natanggap ng server, at saka nabasa. Now, the question is, nabasa ba nung tao? Diba?
Honor.
Mr. Chairman, with the indulgence of Chairman ako.
Yes, Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Lagi na pong practice yan eh. They refuse to accept the invitation. And this representation wanted to find out who that person is.
Tingnan mo yung accusation dito ni Dan Fernando. Laging practice di umano ng OVP ang hindi pagdalo. Okay? Dito sa part na to mapapahiya si Dan Fernandez. Bakit? Kasi pinadala nila yung lawyer na pinalayas nila, pinadala yan ng OVP to represent the Office of the Vice President. Tapos at the end, pinalayas nila. 'Di ba? Kasi binasahan sila ng lawyer nun dapat at kung ano ang tamang proseso ng pag-receive ng isang subpoena based on rules of court.
And who ordered him not to accept the invitation?
May I, Your Honor? I'll just look into the report. On November 7, there was on November 8, the person who refused to receive the subpoenas for Attorney Zulaika and Attorney Fajarda per the report of the Legislative Service Bureau. It was certain Attorney Emily Torrentina from the Legislative Affairs Division of the OVP.
Mr. Chairman, can we invite that person as well? And for us to find
Tapos magugulat sila, nandiyan pala yung tao, yun yung pinalayas.
out why babae ba siya? Oh ma'am, andito po pala kayo. Why did you refuse to accept the
Your Honor, oath has not been administered. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman, can we administer the oath of those first time that attended this hearing?
Mr. Chair,
Ipautan natin silang lahat. Comsec, pwede po ba paki-out na lahat sabay-sabay?
Thank you, Your Honors. To all the resource persons, including Attorney Emily Torrentira, please stand up, including Attorney Emily Torrentira. But since you are willing to testify, Your Honor, and give your statements, Your Honor, it was requested that she will be giving her oath as well, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may, respectfully,
Please administer the oath first.
Imagine talagang ipagigiitan mo na nila hindi mo na nila pinapasalita yung tao. So asan nga naman diyan yung due process? Part ng due process kasi guys, ito yung sinasabi ni Kong Marcoleta. Imbes na pasalitain nila yung tao muna to explain, anong ginagawa nila? Panay pambabara ginagawa nila.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this inquiry, Your Honor? I do. The oath has been administered for the resource persons, Ms. Rabago, Mr. Tenido, Attorney Sanchez, and Ms. Villa del Rey. However, Attorney Emily Torrentira refuses to take her oath, Your Honors.
Mr. Chairman, I'm just wondering why attorney, what's the name of that that person?
Attorney Emily
Emily Torrentira, Your
refuses to raise her hand for the oath taking. Can we ask her why she refuses to take her oath?
May I, Mr. Chair?
You can
Your
all sit down,
Honors.
ma'am. Upo na po.
Thank you.
Bakit
Your
daw po
Honor.
ayaw ninyo mag-take ng oath?
No, Your Honor, I am not refusing to take the oath. Prior to being asked to take the oath, I was trying to explain, Your Honor, that I am not an invited resource person. Second, that I have only been asked now to explain why there was no receipt for subpoena for the persons who are not present here. That is what I am trying to say, Your Honors, respectfully. I just wanted to explain that as part of the Legal Affairs Division of the office, I wanted to explain why we did not receive. In accordance with the rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, wherein the rules of court suppletorily applies, Rule 14 in relation to Rule 21 of the Rules of Court, Your Honors, personal service must be made to resource persons who are being issued subpoena. With that, Your Honor, they being not present in the office at that time, no person can receive on their behalf, and hence, there will be no proper service. Respectfully, Your Honors.
So malinaw guys, kung papakinggan natin mabuti yung sinabi dito ni attorney, ibig sabihin, it's a personal service. When you say personal service, dapat kung kanino naka-address yung subpoena, sa kanya ibibigay yung subpoena. Okay? Not unless meron siyang inauthorize na tao na tumanggap ng subpoena. So, dito sa sinasabi ni Attorney Torrentina, walang taong tatanggap. She's not even authorized to accept the subpoena. 'Di ba? Hindi ito normal na letter lang na ibibigay para kay halimbawa, parcel, bayad na, ibibigay kay iiwan doon sa opisina niya. Lalagay lang sa hindi ganoon 'yan, guys eh. Yun ang hindi maintindihan ng mga idiots na to. Na when it comes to personal service, it has to be given personally to the person or to its representative. 'Di ba? This is based on the explanation of our OVP Legal Affairs Chief, 'di ba? Si Attorney Torrentina. Ulitin natin.
And hence person they being not present na with that, Your Honor, personal service must be made to resource persons who are being issued subpoena.
So malinaw 'yan na sinasabi niya dapat ang subpoena na yun is personally or was personally delivered to the person addressed doon sa subpoena. Okay? Yan ang bagay na hindi maintindihan ng mga tulonges.
With that, Your Honor, they being not present in the office at that time, no person can receive on their behalf, and hence, there will be no proper service. Respectfully, Your Honors.
Di ba dapat alam yan ng mga taga-House of Representative? Di ba? Di ba dapat ang House rule nila, okay, naka-align sa rules of court? Hindi yung gagawa sila ng sarili nila. Which is taliwas sa sinasabi ng rules of court.
Well, we accept that that guidelines, no, that you mentioned a while ago. But you all know that this is an aid in aid of legislation, and
sinabi rin niya yun eh. Sinabi rin yun ni Attorney Torrentina.
The reason why we are trying to course this invitation to the office of the president, we discussed this lengthily already, and the testimony of Attorney Lopez is so important to us. And also si Pajarda. And I think, Mr. Chairman, with this kind of explanation that being manifested by Attorney Tolentino, as much as we accept that that premise of her, but somehow we are all guided with moral decency, no?
We are all guided with moral decency. Binasahan na nga kayo ng libro. Umu-opinion na naman to si Dan Fernandez. Boss, para saan po ba na merong rules of court? Para lang maging guided ng moral decency? Dapat ba tanggalin na lang natin itong mga rules ninyo, house rules ninyo, at saka ang rules of court, then sundin na lang natin yung moral decency na sinasabi mo. So ano ba mga moral decency? Yung ginawa mo ba kay Colonel Hiraldo is aligned sa moral decency?
That somehow, sana
Mr.
naman,
Chairman,
umattend naman po sila
Ate mo, nilalangaw na nga siya.
dito. Kahit na sabihin po natin that, yun nga po,
Motion detected at the kitchen.
Congressman Dan Fernandez, no? Alam mo na ano ako dito kay congressman at saka dun sa governor ng Bulacan. Nako-confuse ako sa mga impilyido nila eh. Ito Fernandez, yung sa Fernando ba yun?
ito po yung sinasabi nung inyong minention a while ago, but I think somehow sa akin personally that is not accepted. And
Para mas magandang pakinggan yung that for me is not acceptable. Ewan.
isang tanong lang, attorney. Have somebody told you not to accept all those invitations?
Ang ina sinabi na nga sa kanya, sumusunod lang siya sa kung ano yung nakakasulat sa rules of court.
No, Your Honor. It was a
So
it is in accordance with the rules, Your
So
Honor.
it's your own.
It is not her own, but it's more like following the rules of court.
Attorney,
Bulisyon.
we will recognize you later because hindi po kayo nag-take ng oath. Okay na po.
Mr. Chairman,
You've already said your piece.
Thank
Mr.
you, Your
Chairman.
Honor.
Congressman,
Oh, mahabol si Paduano.
may I
Paduano,
ask
you're
the
recognized.
good attorney, what is your role in this? You are not invited, but you are present at today's hearing, and you never take your oath.
as
Why?
legal counsel.
Ako nasasagot Paduano. Nandiyan kasi yung mga taga-OVP. So, kailangan nila ng lawyer, no, to help them out. Okay? Umupo lang siya, sumagot lang siya. Umupo lang siya dahil tinatanong siya kung bakit hindi niya tinanggap yung subpoena para dun sa dalawa niyang kasamahan. Pero anong ginawa niyo? 'Di ba binastos niyo siya diyan? Umupo lang naman siya para sagutin kayo. Sagutin yung initial yung tanong kung bakit hindi tinatanggap. 'Di ba? Kung bakit hindi tinanggap. Si Chua nga nagets eh. Oh. Una, hindi naman siya invited. Naandyan lang siya to provide legal advice dun sa mga kasama niyang naandyan. Obviously, yung ibang mga nag-oath, mga taga-OVP.
What is your presence?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I am the Chief of Legal Affairs of the Office of the Vice President.
So,
I am here to represent the institution, Your Honor.
so you are here to represent the institution. You should, before talking, you should take your oath. Because that is on record. You're a lawyer. You know that.
Tang-ina nito.
You cannot speak until you take your oath.
Babalikan natin yung premise, yung unang-unang premise kung bakit siya umupo dyan. It was just for her to answer the question kung bakit hindi niya tinanggap yung letter. So while she was there na, di ba pinapatawag siya? If you recall, pinapatawag siya. It so happened na nandyan na siya eh. At dahil nandyan na siya, sinasagot lang niya yung tanong. Supposedly, hindi talaga siya part, no? She's just there most probably to provide legal advice dun sa mga kasama niya na andyan.
That's the rule,
Tapos ganyan siyang tinatrato ng mga idiots na to.
internal rules of this house and this committee. You cannot speak unless you take your oath, or else I will move to excuse you.
Itong hilig nito Manduro, kala mo pinapalaman niya yung mga taong kausap niya. Sa totoo lang, no, buisit ako pag si Raffy Tulfo na sa Senate hearing or inquiry. Kasi nga, kanto ugali eh. Akala ko si Raffy Tulfo na yung ganun eh. Mas malala pa pala to si Paduano eh.
In this room,
Your Honor, if I may,
Um,
Mr. Chair.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair,
What is your point of order?
yeah, I take the position of Congressman Paduano. I really don't.
Itong dalawang to, abogado to. Pero hindi nila ginagamit yung pagka-abogado nila dito sa mga kasamahan nila. Kaya tuloy natatawag kayong mga idiots.
know why she's here. Has she forwarded any explanation written as to her attendance?
And then, Mr.
Comsec.
Chairman,
No,
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, a while ago, she was trying to tell us that she is the representative of the office of the Vice President. And if you are the representative of the Vice President, you have this reason to take your oath as well.
No, but other than that, Mr. Chair, before we can even proceed to asking her to take her oath, has she communicated officially to the committee that she is indeed representing the office of the Vice President? Is there any letter that whereby Attorney Tolentino is given authority to represent the office of the Vice President, Comsec?
None, Your Honor.
Did you submit your authority?
If I may, Your Honor,
Yes,
respectfully.
please.
Mr. Chair, can we just call for a 5 minutes
Adam mo, mag-i-explain siya. Mag-i-explain dito si Attorney Torrentina. Ayaw siyang pagsalitain. 'Di ba? Kung pinagsalita niya yung tao, di pare-pareho natin naintindihan kung bakit siya nandyan.
suspension? Kausapin muna natin kung ano ba talaga kasi
5 minutes suspension is declared by the chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Alam mo, kung pinagsalita nila yung abogado na yan, maintindihan natin pare-pareho kung bakit nga ba siya nandyan. So, questionable sa atin pare-pareho din. Kung i-assume natin, most probably, gaya nga ng sinasabi ko, paulit-ulit kanina pa, most probably, the reason why she is there so that she can provide legal assistance or legal advice to sa mga tao. Tatanungin ng mga taong to. 'Di ba? Kung dapat ba nilang sagutin, hindi ba nila dapat sagutin? Oh. Meron man dalawang lawyer na nandyan, gaya ni Chihuahua at saka ni Akop. Even sila, they don't know their limitations. The last time that VP Sara was there, ano ba nangyari? In-explain pa ni VP Sara kay Chihuahua na hindi ako dapat mag-oath kasi tinawag mo akong resource person. Ba't ako mag-oath? Diba? May point nga naman siya. In-explain pa ni Gloria Arroyo, diba? Kung bakit ang mga resource person hindi dapat nag-oath. Dapat lang sa kanila, tinatanong. Not unless sila ay magsistand as a witness. Again, going back sa sinabi ni ni Congressman Marcoleta. Ito mga to, pinagsama nila yung sarili nila as prosecutor plus mga judges. When in fact, nag-uusap yung dalawang abogado na hindi naman ginagamit yung mga utak nila, sayang. Diba? So ano yan, hiningan nila ng legal advice si Akop at saka si Chua. Ano, kaya ako pa ko hinayang na hinayang eh. Kung meron man isang tao sa lahat ng yan, para sa akin na may kredibilidad, no? Yung merong integridad pa kahit papano. Ang huling hope ko was si Akop. Wala eh.
Committee hearing resumes. Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Chairman. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, first and foremost, since the good lawyer has no written authority coming from the Vice President. Second is that she never take her oath. So, Mr. Chairman, first, I move that we strike out all, on record, all the statement being made by the good attorney.
Seconded.
There's a motion raised by Congressman Paduano, duly seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
And second, Mr. Chairman, I move that we excuse the good lady attorney in this room and to request the SAA to escort the good attorney outside of this room. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Seconded.
There's a motion to excuse the good attorney from this room, which is duly seconded. Is there any?
Ito nakakatawa dyan guys, ano? Just in case hindi nyo napapansin. Pag hindi umaaten ng mga taga-OVP, galit na galit sila. Ngayon na nandiyan dyan ng mga taga-OVP, ginaganyan nila. Ang gulo, diba? Oh. Tapos, pag may sinasabi, may gusto sabihin yung taga-OVP, binabara nila. So, anong klaseng yung, Senate House of Representative na hearing to?
Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chair, if I may respectfully
Tapos hindi na nila papasalitain.
request
You're not, you're out of order. You're not recognized.
Mo, Chair, para hindi siya makapagsalita.
being
Suspend mo.
1 minute.
Tiyan mo? Tinuruan pa para hindi na raw makapagsalita. I-suspend daw yung Tangina talaga itong mga taga-House of Representative. You know what? Yung panahon ni Marcos, I think, naging maganda na yung mga natinanggal niya ang Congress. And I think, kung ganitong klase rin naman ang kongresista meron tayo, tama lang din naman natanggalin sila.
Suspend ko na lang.
Your Honor,
1 minute suspension.
Ayan, during the suspension, palalabasin na, i-escort na palabasin yung yung lawyer ng OVP.
Excuse. Nakamute. Paki-excuse na lang po paki-excuse na lang po muna yung ating abogado.
Alam mo, sarap talaga panoorin yung mga ganito kasi na-challenge ka eh. Hahanapin mo yung mga sources na nababiolate o yung mga laws or rules na binabiolate ng mga idiots na to eh. Diba? Imagine mo, tinuturuan pa kayo nito kung ano yung dapat nyo mga gawin. Diyan pa lang guys, kitang-kita mo na kung bakit tayo asar na asar, busit na busit at siguro by now mag-agree na kayo kung bakit tinawag ni PRR ding idiots tong mga to. Diba? Imagine niyo, no? Una, gusto niya ipatawag yung taong sinasagot na yung mga tanong nyo na naandyan na. Tapos, yung taong sumasagot sa inyo, gusto niyang palayasin. Diba? Tapos, hindi nyo binibigyan ng opportunity na explain yung sarili niya. Sa tingin siguro ng mga to, parang mga tangat bobo tayo rito ngayon. Bakit hindi nyo hinayaan na mag-explain yung tao? Bakit hindi nyo hinayaan na pagsalitain yung mga tao? Para mas lalo namin naiintindihan. Hindi yung portion lang ng gusto nyong sabihin, yun lang ang naririnig ng tao. So, asan nga naman dyan ang due process na tinatawag natin? Diba? Sana talaga, no? Yung pag-scrutinize ninyo ng budget ng OVP at saka ng DepEd during the time ni VP Sara, Sana, ganyan na ganyan din. Mas scrutinize kayo. Kaya lang, yung mga tao, hindi pa nagsisimula. Nagsalita nga lang si Heraldo, nanginig na kayo eh. Paano pa kaya kung busisiin na namin yung mga budgets ninyo? 'Di ba? Accountability niya yan sa taong bayan. Tapos nag-ano pa kayo about sa good governance ng OVP? Kayo nga mismo wala nun eh. Ito si Dan Fernandez, mahilig mag-ano eh. Komomento tungkol sa moral ascendancy. Siya kaya meron? 'Di ba? The hypocrisy of Dan Fernandez. Anyway guys, again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, at i-comment nyo na ang inyong thoughts about dito. Tama ba yung kanilang naging action against dun sa lawyer na ipinadala ng OVP? Na sila tong gustong-gusto magpapunta ng mga tao from OVP, ngayon na andyan, palalayasin nila. Tama ba yun?